Hello there, everyone. Hopefully, doing outstanding on this terrific Tuesday. It's Tuesday, January 10th, year 2023. Yes. Hey, question before I get started here. As you might know, I'm packing up to move, and I was looking through a box of stuff, and I got a lot of newspaper clippings and awards, etc., etc., etc. All due to my literacy work back in the day. Would you keep all that stuff? It's just memories. But maybe if I ever have grandkids, who knows if they want to see it or not. But I got multiple boxes like that. I got stacks of awards, all kinds of awards, multiple newspaper clippings, and I guess there's clips online probably from TV stations. I used to be interviewed a lot. And somewhere, I don't know if I still have it, I was on NPR radio before too. I was recognized by them. Anyway, with that being said, let me know in the comments below what you think. And thank you all when you do click the like button click the like button, when you subscribe, when you comment. I really appreciate it. And for all of you that share my videos on your YouTube or on your Facebook page, your Instagram page, etc., I really appreciate that. Okay, because to keep me going, I love seeing more subscribers. So with that being said, I'm Mazske Finance. I'm not a financial advisor, CPA, or an attorney. And I was asked one time, why do I say that? Why should folks listen to me? I say that because my lawyers advise me every YouTuber needs to say something like that. Because if we say something and somebody does whatever we say and it messes them up, it causes them to lose money, they could sue us. But if I have that disclaimer, and they told me always put it in my description below, because if I ever forget to say it, it's in my description below. I cannot be sued. I am protected. So there's other financial YouTubers who never say it, never put it in their description. So if they slip up one time, they could be liable for a multi-million-dollar lawsuit. Perhaps. Maybe because I'm a police officer. I think the worst of society that they would do this. Sorry for clapping. But some people do it. So, but anyway, how do we tie together wealth? Because we all want to get wealthy, right? That's why you're here. Health and physical fitness. How do we tie them all together? How are they tied together? I was told recently by a friend of mine, they think my channel, I need to be more of a niche. Like successful channels have a niche. They're just finances, just this, just rental houses, just this. Even Michael Zuber told me he doesn't want me on his channel to talk about oil drilling because he has too many experts, too many broad topics, and that would just confuse people if I went on there talking about the benefits, how oil investing can beat real estate and stocks, etc. He knows I worked for the Motley Fool. He knows I had a great success in stock investing. But he got someone else to talk about stocks who, on my humble opinion, they give bad advice. So anyway, that being said, and I'm joking around here too, but I'm also half serious. All right, so that being said, wealth, health, and physical fitness, how are they tied together? It's easy. We all want to be wealthy. And as I've said before, I don't guarantee anything, but if someone goes back and watches all my videos or watch my playlist, 0 to 25 rentals in 5 years, you can find out absolutely every single thing you need to know to become wealthy. But most of you need more than that. That's why I keep making videos. Some of you just found my channel. You don't know about my playlist. I have a playlist, 0 to 25 rentals in 4 years. I talk about exactly how I did that without ever making a lot of money. So, all right. So that being said, what is the point of getting wealthy if we're going to have bad health by the time we do get wealthy? What's the point? So, as I will have in the link below in this description, I may put in all my descriptions for a while. I always have links below for books that every single viewer should get. Okay, I got links below from Amazon that will help you out. I got a link below for Wealthfront to give you 4.3% interest, and a link below to how to save money on gas. Okay, but then the book I talked about in a previous video, Eat to Beat Disease. I don't know if any of you have ordered it yet. You can get the audio version, you get the electronic version, you can get a paperback, I think, you can get a hardcover, I think, etc., etc., etc. But that book can literally change your life. It may extend your life. It may make your life longer. It may take you or someone you love who's just diagnosed with cancer, and that book may cause you to do something that will kill the cancer in your body. That book may help you to prevent ever getting cancers, Alzheimer's, dementia, have a heart attack, etc., etc., etc. That's why I strongly recommend it. But alas, most people in society don't care. And they will never get it. Same with all the books I listed about real estate. Every single real estate investor should probably get every single book there and read them and understand them. And they would know a lot about real estate investing. And that's how you become wealthy. That book can make you healthy. We don't necessarily need medication. There's a time and a place for medication and surgery. Time and a place only. I saw something today. They're starting to recommend surgery and medication for children 12 years, as young as 12 years old, for obesity. What? I don't get it. I don't understand it. Surgery and medication for kids 12 years old with obesity. Okay, let's back up a minute. Why aren't those parents put in jail? Why aren't the schools who might feed them breakfast and lunch put in jail? Who's feeding them the food to make them obese? I don't get it. We can all, just like I do, buy healthy food in the grocery store. But the majority of people don't. Okay? Same with getting wealthy. If I can get wealthy, I dare say the majority of you can get wealthy. I have a video out. It's when I don't have a shirt on. And I got criticized for that. But I'm sorry, I don't stand up. Other YouTubers, I remember a YouTuber who's a friend of mine standing out in the snow behind him with no shirt on. You see everything. And it was a guy. And I think he got applauded. I guess because I'm old, I got criticized. So anyway, it's funny. Different standards for different people, right? So wealth, you can get from my channel. Health, you can get from that book. But along with health is physical fitness. Nutrition is more important than exercise, okay? We can die from inside. We can do the exercise and have bad nutrition and die. We can be buff. We can be Mr. Universe. And perhaps, if you're Mr. Universe, you're probably not eating poorly. You can be the buff guy at your local gym who eats a bunch of junk food and dies of colon cancer or pancreatic cancer or something else because he lives an unhealthy lifestyle. He eats unhealthy, okay? So, but tied in with nutrition and eating healthy is not a diet. That book is not a diet. It just tells you how to eat healthy. That's why you need to get it. Because 99% of you do not eat healthy. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. And I will guarantee that because how can I prove it? How can you disprove it? You can't. All right. So anyway, to get healthy, read that book. Physical fitness, you don't have to be a heavy weightlifter. I got a book up there somewhere by Herschel Walker. I got it in 1985 when I was a teenager. He claims, I think there might have been an exaggeration, but I don't know, maybe not. He claims he got built like he was, big neck, muscles. He was a running back in professional football and college star, I think University of Georgia, I believe, Bulldogs, from push-ups, sit-ups, and running. He says he did it all from body weight. Maybe he did, but he was genetically blessed, if that's the case. So some of us we have better genes than other people. Some do, not me, but others do. We're born with good genes, all right? So, but you can do exercise walking. Walking's the number one exercise out there that can extend your life because it can help your lungs and your heart, all right? It can strengthen your calves and your hamstrings, all right, from walking. You can do body weight squats. You can Google it. I'm not going to demonstrate it for you. You can do body weight squats, especially if you're getting older, which thighs, your buttocks, etc. can strengthen them. You can do push-ups. You can get a pull-up bar to put it between your door and do pull-ups. You can get a cheap set of dumbbells for your house. Depends on who you are. 2 pounds, 3 pounds, 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 15 or 20 pounds, whatever you want. You don't have to be benching your weight. Like if you're 150 pounds, 150, you don't have to be able to bench 150. Sure, it's good if you can. I think I still can if I just tweak something just a little bit, do a little different kind of exercise that I'm doing. Because I've always been able to bench my weight for the most part. Usually when I say bench it, not just one time for my benching my weight, I'm talking about a set, like usually at least 8 reps. That was always my goal, not just one time. So my goal is always, if I weigh 175, I want to be able to do at least a full set of 8 or so, 8 to 10 reps of 175. If I weigh 225, I want to be able to do 8 or 10 reps of 225 because we got to be able to handle our body weight, okay? So if you're big and buff and strong and you're 250 pounds and you're benching 240, maybe you should lose some weight so you can bench your weight. You know, pull-ups. A lot of people can't do pull-ups. I don't do them anymore. I got shoulder issues. I could do them, I think. I think I've rehabbed enough I can do them. But I used to be able to do in the low 20s, I think it was, 20-ish, in my 40s. I think my oldest son might have gotten into the 30s that he could do when he was a high school student, maybe early 20s. So, but anyway, wealth, health, and physical fitness, they're all tied together, all right? Because when we get wealthy, we want to be healthy and physically fit, all right? I like to travel. When I travel, I like to walk, all right? So if I balloon up to 300 pounds, it's harder for me to walk, all right? If I start drinking a lot and get tanked every night, it's harder for me to enjoy my vacation. If all I do is eat, and that's all I do, sure, I might go on vacation and see restaurants and then get to sleep and fall asleep in a recliner, you know, or something, but I can't live life and enjoy it. So to be wealthy, I'm not going to be one of these guys sitting on the beach smoking a cigar saying, you got to buy one rental house. You get your first rental house, you can live like me. That's not my style, okay? I might walk on the beach and try to encourage you to get your first rental house. I will try to, through a camera screen, hold your hand to help you get the first rental house. But once you get your first, you got to get your second. Because I know there are those out there who get one and get stuck. I know there are those that get 2 or 3 or 4 and get stuck. I once spoke with a gentleman via Zoom, and he was out in Minnesota. And he told me he had 4 rentals that he got 10 years ago. But life got in the way. And children and jobs. And he was stuck at 4 and he wanted to know how to get more. And I explained to him how I went from 0 to 25 in 4 years. And he understood it and he appreciated it and said he'll attempt to do the same thing because now he learned a few tricks of the trade. Okay? I've explained them all multiple times. I will explain them again. But if you have not watched my playlist, 0 to 25 rentals in 4 years, I really encourage you to go back and watch all the videos. There's only 4 videos in there, I think. Maximum 5. 4 or 5. Okay? I also have a playlist interview with others. I got some other interviews forthcoming. All right? I encourage you to watch all those interviews as well. Because if you listen to me just a little bit, maybe you get tired of me, you get burnt out on me. Go watch the interviews, because my goal with an interview, I might talk a little bit and I might babble a little bit, but my goal is to get the other person talking. Some people talk a lot, others, I got to ask more questions, get them going. Okay? So anyway, I dare say all of you, if you want it, you can become wealthy, healthy, and physically fit. Now, there's a little caveat, a little star with all that, and that is, if you're working at McDonald's, it might be a little tougher. All right? If you were born with a condition, something, some genetic problem, something, we can't change our genetics. So we can try to improve our lifestyle to improve our quality of life. Like I know somebody I see around here, they have a disability. I see them getting fatter and fatter. I see them smoking. I think that contributes to their disability. This person's young. I have a tenant in Virginia who has a very bad disability, very bad. She works a full-time job, 40 hours a week. She pays her own way through life. She plans to stay in my house until she retires from her job. And then she's going to move closer to a family member so they can help take care of her. Because she has a bad disability. But I see young people, they don't have a disability per se. They were told they had a disability when they were young, but they really don't. Or maybe it's minor because you can make positive lifestyle changes. You can make positive lifestyle changes to get yourself wealthy. I have folks that I have tried to help a lot that cannot do this. They cannot get that mindset. It's the same thing for getting healthy. If you have high blood pressure, the food you eat can lower your blood pressure. If you have high blood sugar, the food you eat can lower your blood sugar. If you think you are predisposed to getting some sort of cancer, perhaps the food you eat will prevent you from not getting cancer. If you think you're going to get Alzheimer's or dementia, perhaps the food you eat will prevent you from not getting them. If you think you're genetically going to get Parkinson's, perhaps the food you eat will help you not get that. So anyway, there's no guarantee on any of this, okay? I may be talking this talk and walking this walk, and a year from now I tell you I got colon cancer and it's progressed and I'm dying. Or I may be sitting here in some fashion with a podcast, a YouTube channel, 50 years from now saying, hey, guess what? It worked. I'm still alive. After all these years, I'm still alive. I'm going to be over 100 years old in 50 years. So we'll see if that happens. So I don't guarantee anything, especially when it comes to your health. I cannot guarantee anything in regards to your wealth. Okay? All I can do is try to encourage you. Sometimes I talk a little blunt. Sometimes I always try to be helpful. Sometimes I tell you to look in the mirror. Okay? I say those things because they're all true. Perhaps nobody else will say them to you. Okay? Because I don't know you. I want you, but I care about you. We all live in this world together. When I was a police officer, I tried to talk to thousands of young people, and people in jail and prisons and detention centers. What was the driving force behind that? Because I figured if I could help one of those people not to be a criminal when they get out or when they grow up, maybe I won't be that victim, or my kids won't be that victim. Maybe you won't be that victim. Okay? So if we can all pay it forward. Catherine Ryan Hyde, I think, wrote that book. I think I tried to reach out to her when I had my literacy programs. I met, like I said before, hundreds of authors over the years. Bestsellers. Ellen Hopkins, you recognize that name if you read some of her books. There's another, the lady that has the A for this, B for that, C for that. Mystery books, I met her. There's all kinds of different writers. I've been in touch with John Grisham, and I can't remember all their names. I'm sorry. I don't have as many books as I used to. I'm forgetting the names now. So anyway, this is getting long. I'm sorry. So I know a lot of you tune out by now, but you always stick around to the end because you might get a nugget. You never know when I'll throw a nugget out. Okay? So here's a couple of nuggets for you. Save as much money as you can for a down payment to get a rental house. Put it in a bank like Wealthfront, 4.3% interest. The link will be below. And when you get that rental house, any positive cash flow you get and any money you get vacant for that you hold out for vacancy repairs and capital expenditures, put it in that interest paying account, 4.3% interest. So it'll build up faster. So you can get your second and get your third and get your fourth. And along the way, think about, if you're not doing it, think about house hacking. Buy a duplex, triplex, or a quadplex. Live in one, rent the others. Think about if you have an extra room, rent a room in your house. Okay? Think about something like that. If you have a primary residence and you own equity in it, could you take a HELOC out to assist you in making a down payment? Okay? If you have rental property and it's gone up in value, could you do a cashback refinance to give you cash, tax-free, to invest in a different rental house? If prices have gone up in value and you have a house you really don't love, a rental property, could you sell it and then 1031 the money into another property or multiple properties or a bigger property or something? All kinds of things you can do. There's your mind. You got to get creative. I can tell you this stuff. Google it, look it up, watch my other videos where I talk in more detail about it. It's all up here. It's all up there. Even for me, with my life, it's all up here. We got to control our minds, okay? Because if we have a strong mind, we can literally do anything we want. Anything we want. Within reason and within the realms of the law, okay? So that being said, have a great day. Maskies signing out.